Working with Polanski was probably the easiest thing I've ever done, which you'd think it would be difficult. I've heard of actors that have had trouble with him. I don't know why. Working with Roman was a joy. He sort of cradles you, you know. It was curious because I was on the West Coast at the time, and my agent called at 8 in the morning to say, "Guess who's going to call you in a few minutes?" I said, "No idea." Roman Polanski. I said, "Well, are you sure?" He said, "Yeah." And he did. He called him almost immediately afterwards. And he had seen Don Quixote that I had done. I went to Paris to meet him. There we made the molds, you know, of old Fargas, the book collector. It was funny because the little man who did all of this did all the bodies for the Schindler's List. Valdemar was his name. I thought of our friend Paul Nashi. It was easy working with Johnny. He's a very good professional. He was very distant at the beginning, which I can understand. He was unsure of what he had to work with. And after the second day, well, our dressing rooms were right next to each other. I call them dressing rooms because we were shooting in a wonderful, wonderful old house owned by some very rich Americans who spent maybe 2 days every 4 years there, but fully staffed. And I had worked in that same house before with Mickey Rooney and Marianne Zegerbrecht in another film. And since my double for the lights was slightly shorter than I had to go down before so they could adjust things. Then he would come down and we'd go through it and do the scene and get it right every time. And finally, on the third day, I think it was, we didn't even rehearse, we just did it. It was that easy. I had to learn to play the violin, to play a particular piece, which finally they shot from the back, so I didn't have to spend all that time doing all of this, you know. But it was fun doing it. But it was a great experience, it was nice.